these reindeer are very attractive, but you have Prancer where Blitzen should be. Well, in Dancer, he should be on my right-hand side.
What are you talking about?
Your reindeer. Prancer and Blitzen need to switch places. Well, in Donner there, he should have 4-point antlers, not 6. Although I don't suppose anyone would notice that but me. But you will attend to the reindeer's proper position, won't you?
Yeah, sure I will.
Thank you.
Donald Duck with a bunch of funny chickens. Hey, what the chickens gonna be? Keystone Tops, never thought I'd live to see 'em floating in their famous Model T.
Hey, kids, give me my hat back. I didn't give it to you, I just loaned it to you, huh? Here's a quarter. Get yourself a balloon.
Wow!
Hi, kid. You waiting for the parade? Hi, kid. Captain Gailey, we're not getting through to this little lady. Try again, Fred. All right, then I will, huh? Say, you live around here? Oh, right next door, huh? What's your name? I said, what's your name?
Susan Walker. What are you, in the parade or something?
Nah, I'm just watching parades from now on. My civvies will be here later this afternoon. Say, you waiting for your father?
I haven't got a father.
Oh. Well, who's gonna take you to see the big clown balloons and Santa Claus?
Are you kidding? Round and fat like a bowl full of jelly or a belly you can measure by the pound. They can laugh from their nose to their collar. They never make a solitary sound. Who can laugh from their nose to their collar and never make a solitary sound? Round and fat like a bowl full of jelly or a belly you can measure by the pound. Why is the big clown balloon just a sauntering 49 feet from the ground? Why is the big clown balloon just as high as a building and wide as a merry-go-round? One step takes one block, 2 blocks make one case. Never saw a smile any happier, open a happier face. Why is the big clown balloon just a sauntering, jauntily sauntering by? Why is the big clown balloon just a teetering high in the sky? Making Central Park, soon they'll dance away, crossing over into the circle and singing along to Broadway. Why is the big clown balloon just a sauntering, jauntily sauntering by? Why is the big clown balloon just a teetering high in the sky? His face is coming, his face is coming, his face makes me think,
Say, hop aboard, kid.
What for?
You know you want to see Santa Claus.
My mother and I don't believe in Santa Claus.
What? Was your lady a witch or something?
My lady works at Macy's and she hires Santa Claus every year for $2 an hour.
Oh, she does she? Well, I don't care if your old lady's Mrs. Scrooge. We're not gonna miss the parade. Come on, get up. Grab yourself a balloon, huh? Thanks.
Mrs. Walker, come in. Mrs. Walker. Calling Mrs. Walker. Emergency. Come in. Mrs. Walker. charge here?
Mrs. Walker.
Mrs. Walker, come in, please. Mrs. Walker. Mrs. Walker. Mrs. Walker, please come to position number 6.
Right here, Mr. Shellhammer.
Oh, thank heavens, Doris. Someone's holding up the parade.
I'm holding up the parade until I can locate Santa Claus. Come on, Max. Put on the wig.
Well, I wish such a flame is no good. The 3-minute bugle!
Excuse me, are you Mrs. Walker?
Where have you been? You were due on your float in a half hour. Why, you're not our Santa Claus.
I most certainly am not. Your Santa Claus is intoxicated.
Mr.
Of
Shellhammer.
course, I had nothing to do with it.
Get him some black coffee.
Coffee. What's the brandy in it?
Oh, it's no use. Just get back to the costume tent. Now what? Hey, you fooled me even without the red suit. How about it?
Mrs. Walker.
All you have to do is sit up on the float, smile and wave at the children, and pretend to be kindly. Will you do it?
What was that? Sit on the float, smile, wave, and what was it third? Pretend to be kindly?
$2 an hour and all the cotton candy you can eat, please.
Well,
Fine, your costume's right over here.
now wait just a minute. I am not in the habit of substituting for spurious Santa Clauses. However, I certainly don't want the children to be disappointed.
Oh, good. We do appreciate it.
The 2-minute bugle!
You will hurry, won't you?
Tell me, will there be a band in front of my float?
Of course.
Have them play a Christmas carol.
A Christmas carol to march to?
Of course, the Saints love to march.
30 seconds.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Walker. I have quite a reputation for punctuality.
Stay with him. Hello, Sammy. Give me the whole hookup, please. All right, this is it. Boys and girls, everybody up. Unit 1, all clear here. Through out with Unit 5. 4, cross behind 2. 6 and 3, swing in 72nd Street. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Oh, Columbus Circle Police, start north. Santa Claus is on his sleigh, and here we go.
Not to take you on a picnic someday, kid.
At least we won't have to wait for the Santa Claus.
What do you mean?
He certainly won't be doing all this rain.
All of what rain? The sun's coming out. Well, I'll be down.
Ho, ho, ho! On Prancer! On Blitzen! On Cupid!
Best Santa Claus you ever had. Look at that crowd in front of the store. They must have been down there for 20 minutes.
I know that old guy isn't any amateur. He's done that someplace before. I mean, just look at him turn it on for the TV cameras. Hey, how'd you like to have him in the toy department? Help you sell those plastic alligators.
How'd you know about that?
Mr. Shellhammer, I know that you smoke in the third floor telephone booth, you catnap in the model bedroom, and you nosh in the gourmet shop. Why wouldn't I know you ordered 7,000 alligators by mistake? Hi, boss.
Hello, slave.
I will not allow my short-sighted mother
I will not allow my short-sighted mother
to spoil me rotten
to spoil me rotten.
with brand new bunny slippers.
Bunny slippers, thank you.
You're welcome. And now, Miss, into my sky today, who sailed into my sea, who came whistling down my street? Is that your question to me?
Yes.
Well, somebody sure come a flying, flying much better than you, and somebody sure came a whistling prettier tunes than the tunes you do. But no one whistled or sailed through with anything like your time. So let's tune up to your paper comb, turn the corner and head for home, arm in arm, arm in arm. Arm in arm, we're gonna eat mashed potatoes and pie. Arm in arm, we're gonna do the dishes.
Dishes.
Arm in arm, we're gonna save the dishes for tomorrow. I love you. Come over my fence today, come shaking my tree, come yodeling mountain tunes, a pink, pink pumpkin and tree. Well, somebody sure come climbing, try to make me forget you, and somebody sure come yodeling, promising I'll be to love me's true. No one yodeled or clicked or plunked with anything like your charm. So you're still captain and I'm still crew, taking orders and following through. Arm in arm, arm in Happy Thanksgiving, sweetheart. Now, where is the lady you loosely refer to as our housekeeper?
Passed me the last show at the music hall.
Oh, I see.
She finally mentioned the painting.
Oh?
She said, "Is that painting supposed to be beautiful?"
What did you say?
I said, "Mrs. Beeler, in modern art there is no distinction between the beautiful and the ugly." I saw your parade, Doris. It wasn't bad.
Gee, thanks. Who gave you that balloon?
Captain Frederick Daly, U.S. Marine Corps, retired. He lives next door.
And you went to see the parade with him?
Sure, he's harmless, Doris. He's a lawyer now, and he's going to Connecticut.
First of all, no man is harmless. And living in Connecticut is not necessarily a character reference. Now, don't tell me he gave you the old routine. Hello, little girl. Is that dish I see going by here every day your mother?
Doris, he never saw you go by. And he didn't call you a dish. He called you a witch.
Not to pry or anything, but what prompted that remark?
Well, I told him we don't believe in Santa Claus, Prince Charming, or anything we can't see, smell, taste, or touch. He was thunder-stricken. Stricken?
Stricken, I think.
He's very sentimental.
You mean corny. He's the familiar prototype, and he's on the make for your mother.
What's that mean?
On the make? Why,
No. Prototype.
bedtime, young lady.
What's a reprobate?
I can't hear you.
I said, what's a reprobate?
Where did you hear that?
Mrs. Beeler said my father was a reprobate.
Go to sleep, Susie.
Did we ever believe in Santa Claus?
Go to sleep, Susie. A long time ago, when we were just me, we believed in everything. Blue skies, and fairy godmothers, and even a Prince Charming. Just as though they were real. Well, they're not real, Susie. And teaching a child to believe in fairy tales can cause her to grow up
Oh, guys.
Indoctrination, please. Will the new clerks please step forward? Well. Oh, we're so delighted to have you here with us at Macy's through the holidays. Isn't it chic to clerk at Christmas? I'm Mrs. Walker's assistant, also public relations. Diapers, Kleenex, comfort stations. Now just relax, my dears, and later I'll escort you around the store. Have you ever clerked before?
I have a gimbal.
I didn't hear you. Don't repeat it. Ever, ever, ever. Now, girls, I'm going to preview of a new sales idea. Mrs. Macy herself is yet to hear it. Now, I won't go into detail. Through an understandable error, we have 7,000 reptiles to sell.
Reptiles?
Plastic alligators. I propose to stimulate their sales with jingles.
Jingles?
Just as they do on TV.
Oh.
Well, if the principle works for the TV and radio, why not here behind the counter every day? Just remember, you can claim anything if you sing it. This famous plastic alligator's guaranteed for life. It'll swim like a fish and float like a whale, pour you a beer or ginger ale. Wriggling around from head to tail. Buy one today. Just remember, don't say it, sing it. Get it? Now, at the sound of a 3 o'clock gong, the afternoon session in the toy department will resume. I'm expecting Mrs. Macy at any second. We have just enough time to run it through. Now, don't get nervous. Get your alligators, quick, quick! Yes! Famous plastic alligators, guaranteed for life. It'll swim like fish and blow like whale, pour you a beer or ginger ale. Wriggling around from head to tail. Buy one today.
What the gimbals is going on here?
Mrs. Macy, it's my jingle idea. You can claim anything if you sing it.
You cannot claim that a plastic alligator will pour you a beer or a ginger ale.
Mrs. Macy, singing is an art form. That's why the ad agencies came up with it in the first place. You can even claim that chewing gum doubles your fun.
Oh, yeah, right.
We offer you a famous plastic alligator toy. It'll ball and jack, it'll do the twist, it'll read your mail if you insist. Scrub it in your bag with the flick of the wrist. Buy one today.
An alligator does not have a wrist, at least to the extent that we do.
This alligator's plastic, but you cannot wear it out. You can bang it, kick it, or throw it on the floor. Watch it roll right back for more. Throw in a kiss like dinosaur. Buy one today.
An alligator's lips do not pucker. That's just absolute nonsense, Showhammer! I've heard your voice and your ideas, and I am impressed
You are?
with neither either. But apparently it has escaped your notice that the 3 o'clock session is just 15 seconds away.
From Macy's parade to Macy's great store, the holidays are with us once
Come on, guys.
Indoctrination, please. Will the new clerks please step forward? Well. Oh, we're so delighted to have you here with us at Macy's through the holidays. Isn't it chic to clerk at Christmas? I'm Mrs. Walker's assistant, also public relations. Diapers, Kleenex, comfort station. Now just relax, my dears, and later I'll escort you around the store. Have you ever clerked before?
I have at Gimbal.
I didn't hear you. Don't repeat it. Ever, ever, ever. Now, girls, I'm going to preview of a new sales idea. Mrs. Macy herself is yet to hear it. Now, I won't go into detail. Through an understandable error, we have 7,000 reptiles to sell.
Reptiles?
Plastic alligators. I propose to stimulate their sales with jingles,
Jingles?
just as they do on TV.
Oh.
Well, if the principle works for the TV and radio, why not here behind the counter every day? Just remember, you can claim anything if you sing it. This famous plastic alligator's guaranteed for life. It'll swim like a fish and blow like a whale. Pour you a beer or ginger ale. Wriggling around from head to tail. Buy one today. Just remember, don't say it, sing it. Get it? Now, at the sound of the 3 o'clock gong, the afternoon session in the toy department will resume. I'm expecting Mrs. Macy at any second. We have just enough time to run it through. Now, don't get nervous. Get your alligators, quick, quick! Yes! Famous plastic alligators, guaranteed for life. It'll swim like fish and blow like whale. Pouring beer or ginger ale. Wriggling around from head to tail. Buy one today.
What the Gimbals is going on here?
Mrs. Macy, it's my jingle idea. You can claim anything if you sing it.
You cannot claim that a plastic alligator will pour you a beer or a ginger ale.
Mrs. Macy, singing is an art form. That's why the ad agencies came up with it in the first place. You can even claim that chewing gum doubles your fun.
Oh, yeah, right.
We
Offer you a famous plastic
alligator toy. It'll ball and jack, it'll do the twist, it'll read your mail if you insist. Scrub it in your bag with the flick of the wrist. Buy one today.
An alligator does not have a wrist, at least to the extent sir. But apparently it has escaped your notice that the 3 o'clock session is just 15 seconds away.
From Macy's parade to Macy's great store, the holidays are with us once
Hi, Santa. I'm Haley Fenfer.
Well, hello, Haley. Have you been a good girl?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's fine. Now, I bet you have a lot of things on your mind. What would you like the most?
I'd like to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well. Tell me, quickly. What would you like for Christmas?
I want a fire engine.
A fire engine?
Yeah, just like the big ones that squirt real wet water. And I won't do in the house, only in the backyard. I promise.
You shall have it, Haley.
Thank you, Santa. I told you he'd get me one.
Yes, dear. Now you just run along down the hallway. Mommy will be with you in a moment. I would like to thank Santa Claus too. What are you doing saying anything like that? I've looked all over. They're just not making that kind of fire engine.
Well, you don't think I would have said it unless I was sure, do you? You can find them at FAO Schwartz, and they're only $4.50, a wonderful bargain. I keep track of the toy market pretty closely. Does that surprise you?
Well, no. What bowls me over is Macy's sending me to another store.
Well, what difference does it make? Macy's, Lord & Taylor's, or Saks, or anywhere else if it's in the customer's best interest. Don't you feel that way?
Well, I do, but I didn't think Macy's did.
As long as I'm here, they do.
Well, thank you. From now on, I'll shop no place else. Macy's sure has discovered the true spirit of Christmas.
Oh, come on now, Susie. This isn't gonna hurt. Jeez, don't sulk.
You shall have it, my love. Hello, young lady. What's your name?
Her name is Hendrika. She's Dutch. She just came over and has been living in the orphan's home in Rotterdam. When she saw you in the parade today, she said that you were Santa Claus, as she calls you, and that you could speak with her.
Santa Claus?
You see, she doesn't speak English.
Ja, ik ben Sinterklaas. Ik ben dat gekomen ben.
Oh, that's Santa Claus. Ik ben het wel.
Naturally. I wonder if she remembers this. Waldhorn, Schollen, Zo, Helder and Lair.
Ja, ja. Kling. Waldhorn, kling.
Waldhorn, Schollen, Boor, Young and Boor out. Klink, Waldhorn, klink. Blah, so proud to camp rock, to moin. Waldhorn, Schollen, Zo, Helder and Lair. Klink, Waldhorn, klink. How's the week?
Oh, thank you so much.
Hello, young lady. What's your name?
Come on now, Susie. Hi, Santa Fred Gailey.
Pleasure to meet you, Fred.
Nice to meet you. Say, I got a little girl that'd like to meet you. Go on now, Susie. I'll hold you coat, huh?
Hello, young lady. What's your name?
Susan Walker. And what's yours?
Mine? Well, I'm Santa Claus.
Sure, how do you do? Okay, Mr. Daly, let's go home.
I'm sorry, Santa.
For what?
I couldn't get anywhere with you yesterday. I don't know what I expected you to do in 2 minutes, huh?
I'll have her calling you Uncle Fred before you know it.
That little girl? You want to make a bet on that?
$1 to a donut?
You got a bet.
Just give me a few minutes alone with her.
Good luck.
Susan. Oh, Susie. You're a very clever young lady. I would like to know why you don't think that I'm Santa Claus.
My mother's Mrs. Walker. She hired you. But I must say, you're
you're real, just like I'm the real Santa Claus.
But there is no Santa Claus.
How do you know that?
It's just common sense.
That's just grown-up talk.
How come you spoke Dutch to that little girl?
Well, because she couldn't speak English to me. Now, what would you like for Christmas?
Tell me the truth. There really isn't any Santa Claus, is there?
I only speak the truth. Not only is there such a person, but here I am to prove it. Now, what would you like for Christmas?
What do you think I should ask for?
How about a nice plastic alligator?
I thought so.
They're a bit writhy, but they're a lot of fun, and the best place to get one is Gimbals.
Gimbals?
Ask for a plastic alligator at Macy's, and this guy sent you to Gimbals.
I know, they're talking about it all over the store.
Well, why not? We should be kind to one another at any time of the year, but at Christmas, we should take it a step further. Make it a tradition, so to speak, to treat everyone with love.
With love?
Of course.
Everyone.
Why not?
Even the Yankees?
At Christmas, certainly.
And the Ford family should ride around in a Chevy?
Oh, I wish I would have thought of that.
He sent me to Altman's for my glass pattern. But you do not mean a Macy's. You love Gimbals.
I do indeed. Me to you. And you to me. From people to people, wherever they may be. From the high and the mighty to the meek who'll inherit the earth. Miami to Los Angeles and Dallas to Fort Worth. CBS to NBC. People would say so to those who disagree. From the chip on the shoulder of the younger to the older, here's love, here's love. From the ground floor apartment to the party just above, here's love, love, love.
I want to thank you for renewing my faith. I can hardly believe it. Macy's really understands the meaning of Christmas. Hey, but you do not mean Macy's. You love Gimbals.
I do. Everybody should love everybody. Neighbor white to neighbor brown, from all the humbugs to folks from out of town, from the Frenchman to the rest of us, Chinese to each other as well. As so to Texaco to Trump, CIO to USU, we're calling the Kita to Norman Vincent Peale. From the mountain steeple to a bunch of sleepy people, here's love, here's love. From the girl left behind you to the girl you're dreaming of, here's love, love, love.
Well, guess we better pay a visit to Gimbals and tell them all about this, huh?
On to Gimbals.
Come on, Susan.
Come on, Uncle Fred.
Did you say Uncle Fred?
I'll have a coffee with that donut.
You win. Ha. Attention! Forward! March!
All the dogs to all the cats, from teacher to pupil and in the Lord to Mass. From the army to the navy, Hudson Bay to the Atlas Blue. All Shamrocks to the others, and the boats to Oak Review. L&M, the Lucky Strike, from all the ventures, the Navy's Army Night. From the pictures to the gators, from the ladies to the suitors, here's love, here's love. From the car with the bumper to the car that keeps us shut, here's love, love.
pup. Poor Humpty Dumpty to the fall that broke him up.
Little boys to little girls,
With gum in their pigtails and taffy in their curls. From Cinderella in her blisters with her ring to all her sisters. Here's love, 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 la 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 la. Here's love, love, love. All the love to all the cats, from the street behind the people on the grass, from the monkeys to the eggs and from the wiggly worms in the trash. She tries to drown it out. Husband false, the husband true. Elizabeth Taylor's a husband's in review. From the lamb to the lion, from the eagle to the duck. Here's love, love, love.
On to Gimbals!
From the ground floor apartment to the party just above, here's love, love, impulse.
From the girl left behind me to the girl I'm dreaming of. Here's love, love, love.
I love you, Uncle Fred.
And I love you too, Susie, at least for the next 10 years, huh?
Why only 10 years? I'm going to love you forever.
Nah, in 10 years you'll be a dame. And dames don't love nobody but themselves.
Well, can you be my father then? My father was a reprobate.
Nah, I'm a bachelor, and I'm gonna stay that way. No dame's ever gonna get her little lunchucks at my Connecticut farmhouse.
I didn't know you had a farmhouse in Connecticut.
I just happen to have a snapshot right here.
Is that a swing in the back and a cow?
Sure is.
Can I keep it?
No, you can't keep it.
I mean, just for a little while. Please, I'll be careful with it.
Well, all right.
No.
Dame.
Please be my father, Uncle Fred.
I told you, I can't be your father. I'm single.
Just for today?
Tell you what. When's your birthday?
Christmas?
Christmas. That's terrible. I bet you only get half as many presents, huh?
I know.
What about a birthday party?
I never had one. Who wants to go to a birthday party on Christmas?
What about birthday cards?
Well, I got one last year.
Oh, yeah?
I sent it to myself. It was in the shape of a funny old pocketbook. When you opened it up, it said, "Happy birthday from one old bag to another."
Ain't that something? That's sweet. Sentimental thought, at least. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll make today your honorary birthday. And I'll be honorary father, at least till we get home, huh? And just to show you that my heart's in the right place, I'll make you a birthday card right now.
You will?
Sure. May your hopes be as high as the sky's highest star. May your star be as bright as your smile. May your smile be as warm as your place in the sun. May your place in the sun as true as the love I have given to you. May the peace in your heart
May the peace in your heart
bring you joy in your heart.
bring you joy in your heart.
May your heart know the meaning of love.
Of love.
May the love you know
May the love you
when you know you're in love
when you know you're in love
be forever and never as true
as true
as the love I have given to you. Happy birthday, Susan.
I sure love her wishes. I take full responsibility.
Mr. Schellhammer, is it true?
Worse, whatever you heard, people were normal. And then all of a sudden someone started shouting, "I'm the Gimbals!" It swept over the store like a prairie fire. Just think, 21 shopping days left till Christmas. And not a customer or a clerk in the entire store.
Why didn't you stop it?
Stop it! I was the pivot man. It was mass hypnotism.
Mrs. Macy yet.
She's probably working out a deal to replace us with automation.
You know, I'm not surprised. I knew that Santa Claus was too good to be true.
Wait till you see his employment card.
Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle? The Brooks home, Great Neck, Long Island. Age, as old as my tongue and a little bit older than my teeth. Next of kin is Dancer and Prancer.
I'm glad I did what I did. I should have done it sooner.
Wait a minute.
That guy's crazy. He's nuts. He thinks he's Santa Claus.
I've got it.
Got what?
Oh, Schellhammer, I've got a great idea. It's a natural. I've got it.
Where is she? Where is she? You're the one who stole all my customers and got them over to Gimbals. When I first heard about it, I thought it was another one of Mr. Macy's harebrained stunts. This is even wilder than his days in Harvard. Oh, I have one question to ask you, young woman. How are you going to repay the R.H. Macy Company for rerouting the proceeds from an entire day from our cash register to Gimbals? I ought to fire that crazy Santa right now, after which I'll have a few words to say to you. Give me the toy department.
If you'll just listen.
Yeah, Johnson, Mrs. Macy here. Listen, I want you to wow.
Johnson, Mrs. Macy's been interrupted. This is Mrs. Walker. She wants you to have all of the clerks follow the Santa Claus line. I mean, sending people to other stores. I'll call you back.
What is going on here?
Now, when I first heard this idea, I naturally concluded it came from you. Therefore, I took it seriously and I stood back for an objective view. Now, on the face of it, it seemed idiotic. Imagine sending Macy's customers to Gimbals.
Of course it's idiotic.
But after 6 years of training in Macy's store policy, if I can't evaluate a great natural sales idea, I'll go up to your roof and jump off.
Don't bother. I'll have security escort you to the elevator. Show him. Wait! Sales idea?
That's what I said. Don't you want to be known as the friendly store?
What do you mean?
What I mean is the store that places public service ahead of profits.
Yes,
The store with a heart?
of course.
Fine. So if we haven't got exactly what the customer wants, we'll send them where they can get it. No high pressure or forcing them to take something they don't want. And if that isn't a great sales idea for Christmas, I'll go back to basement wrapping.
You know, you may have something there. The store that places public service ahead of profits. The effect on the public could be
Monumental.
and consequently we'd make more than ever before.
Consequently, I get a bonus in the amount of 0.5% of the final sales figures to the extent they are in excess of Macy's best year. Agreed?
What was that last statement?
Fine. Make a note. I'm very happy to hear you appreciate the value of the sales idea, Mrs. Macy. Now, we don't want to run any risk of losing that Santa Claus.
Of course not.
No, better get him on a lifetime contract
Which we'll present at a surprise party for him.
in the toy department, first thing next week.
A surprise party for Santa Claus?
Yeah, for a select few people. Be great publicity.
The best, Mrs. Macy. You know, I'd like to get the governor down here.
Governor?
Certainly.
Oh, get me on the noon plane to Albany tomorrow. Oh, wait, better make that 2 tickets with a side trip to Buffalo. Mr. Macy and I've never seen Niagara Falls.
It'll work, Shawhammer. You know it'll work. This is going to be the best Christmas Macy's has ever had, and all for $2 an hour. Get that Santa Claus down here immediately. I want to make sure he doesn't change his attitude to the customers by the width of one smile. What is the matter with you?
I fired him.
Who?
Santa Claus.
You what?
Earlier, before you came in, I was just trying to be efficient.
Well, you gotta get him back.
That guy's nuts. He thinks he's Santa Claus.
I don't care if he thinks he's the Easter Bunny. You go get him and don't come back without him.
Well, couldn't we just, hire somebody else to do the same thing? No.
Come in. Why, Mr. Kringle.
Hello, Doris. This slip must have gotten into my box by mistake. Actually, it's a dismissal form.
Well, if that isn't a king-size foul-up, I never heard one. Imagine firing the best Santa Claus we've ever had. Please, let me take your hat.
Thank you.
I mean it, Mr. Kringle. I've heard about your Here's the Love idea, and I'm betting on it. I'm ordering every clerk in the store to take their cue from you. We're going to keep a complete file of prices and items of every rival store in town, plus tie line telephones to those stores for our customers' convenience. We're backing you, Mr. Kringle, with everything we've got.
Oh, Mrs. Walker, I knew I could win you over. You know, I made you sort of a test case.
A test case?
Oh, I did indeed. I feel better about Christmas now than I have for the past 50 years. Attitudes have become so shameful in this century, and I must admit, I thought that included you. Oh, I had just about made up my mind that I just wouldn't fight it anymore. The commercialism, the cynicism, I was ready to give up for good. But now look what's happened. Because of your faith in me. Oh, Mrs. Walker, you and I are going to put the clocks back to the gentle days, the kindly days that people are letting slip through their fingers without doing a thing to stop it. The days of green Christmas trees instead of pink ones, and real pine cones, and real holly berries. Popcorn for you, apples for me, red striped candy, nutcracker handy, kettle a bubbling holiday tea. Snow clouds hang low and threatening, maybe it won't, praying it may. The brightest fireplace glows in every face, waiting for Christmas Day. There'll be walk-around songs and talk-around songs, songs of the inn and stable. There'll be morning time songs and evening time songs, and grace at every table. Jingle bells will jingle all the way, all day.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Popcorn for you, apples for me,
There's a tree
red
in the
striped
grand
candy,
hotel, not in the
nutcracker
park at
candy,
all.
kettle
constant grease. Oh, just think, I almost fired that man. Oh, Doris. Here's love.
I think I've earned my dollar for the day, Shellhammer. Please call Susan. Tell her not to come down to the store. I'm going home for dinner.
Susie was already down here, Doris.
Oh, really? Mrs. Beeler didn't tell me.
Oh, she didn't come with Mrs. Beeler.
Who did she come with?
I don't know. I never saw him before. Some big external, the way he was ordering everybody about. He, Santa Claus, and Susie.
For what, Shellhammer?
You better ask Susie.
I intend to.
Alright. Yeah, Whitey, sure the game's on for this week. Why not, huh? Alright, we'll see you Thursday then, huh? Alright. Thanks. Come in! I'm in the head.
Well, I pictured you quite differently, Captain Gailey.
I'm glad you pictured me at all, Miss,
Walker. Doris Walker.
pleasure to meet your acquaintance, the witch.
That's right, the witch. Now, I'm a businesswoman. I'll come straight to the point. See, I'm used to dealing with men.
Well, that's good, because I'm an ex-Marine, and I'm used to dealing with women. So, say, you're Susie's mother, aren't you? You know, you got a swell little kid there, but she's,
Excuse me, Captain Gailey, but my life revolves around that swell little kid. Why did you take her to see Santa Claus?
What's the harm in that?
The harm is that I told her Santa Claus is a myth. Then you take her down to the store and she sees dozens of gullible children and a very convincing old man with pale whiskers. I mean, what is she to think? Who is she to believe? And parenthetically, there is no room in our lives for daddies, honorary or otherwise. I can clarify that if you'll forgive some rather personal background.
I'd love to hear it. Why don't you have a seat, huh?
Thank you. You know, it's funny, but a girl can tell a stranger things that she wouldn't dream of telling a friend, especially a stranger she doesn't intend to ever see again. Now, for the personal part, you see, I waited until I was 25 for my dream courtship with my dream prince. I lived in this dream world for exactly 9 months and 13 days. He walked out on us the day Susan was born. This gay divorcee grew up very fast after that. I mean, what do you guys do? Put chalk marks on our gate posts?
I know what you mean. Just say, those are nice coveralls, even for a Macy's executive. One would almost think that you took the time to change. I'm flattered.
You don't fool me, Charlie.
Fred.
I seem to represent the classic situation your antennae are always quivering to locate. Divorced women, pathetically longing for masculine attention, and gone all day at work. This permits you to get into the oldest dodge in the world, the lady's child. Keep away from her, Charlie.
Fred.
And from me.
Look, you're bucking for a punch in the nose. Damn with no game.
And I say you're getting out of your depth, Marine. When my child comes home, as she did today, with a sappy, sentimental song and a father image, the male animal who is responsible is headed for real trouble. Now, this little warning comes with me under full control. If there's a next time, I'll call the police captain in this precinct, who is as eager to move in on me as you are. Now, I hate to open up that little problem, but I will if I have to. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yeah, perfectly clear. It's also clear you had no intention of leaving, or you'd have been moving for the door on that last remark. You didn't even lean. It's also funny how that little girl just managed to wind up on my doorstep. One would almost think that you took the time to send her over here. Well, you know what? You wasted your time, little girl. You know, I've been to the pigeon route. The bluesy, the floozy, the Maharini, the Cangalini, from the malls and the halls of Montezuma to the boards and the shores of Tripoli. And while we're getting so personal, let me fill you in on a few facts. You see, I'm about to attain a profession. I'm about to become an attorney. A status of which I've attained the hard way. Namely, by flunking the bar exam 2 times in a row. Barely skinning by on my 3rd try. 6 hours a week in the judge advocate's office. And 15 hours of correspondence. You see, I'm a plotter. Therefore, my plans don't even include any casual dames for a while. Look, little girl. When it comes to dames, I wrote the book, little girl. The whole bloody book, little girl. So, look, little girl. Why pick on me? Why not a wealthy man? Say a patron of the arts who needs a protege with a flair for organized metabolism. Maybe a chairman of the board with a broader behind and a more relaxed metabolism. I'm just an old guy with a new career in a row that'll take some hoeing. But I'm also a guy who knows where he's been and who knows, please God, where he's going. How dare you come floating in, dripping your magic all over my floor. I'm not afraid of your magic. Have a kiss on the house. It's not gonna be anymore. I'd like to know why. Why, when I kissed you, you hadn't kissed me back. Now look, little girl. Look, little girl. Look, little girl.
While I like audition
I've taken dozens of them. How many fingers am I holding up? 3. What's 3 times 5? 15. Muscular coordination test?
But you don't know our store psychologist.
Mr. Sawyer?
Yeah, he's not fair. Why, just the other day I heard him telling somebody,
No! I do not give to charity! Or the employees fund.
You must be Mr. Sawyer.
Well, I am his brother. So, you're Santa.
Well, I ain't his brother.
Oh my.
Never mind that. I mean, you're Santa Claus as much as in we got Napoleons, Julius Caesars, and God knows what else running around this town. Crookshank, I thought I told you to keep these nuts out of here until you had a chance to announce them to me personally. How much is 3 times 5?
It's 15. Would you mind looking at me when you ask the questions?
I'll look anywhere I wish. How many days in the week?
Mr. Sawyer, your function, as I understand it, is to give intelligence tests and evaluate them as a psychologist, not a psychiatrist. 7.
7? What does that mean?
Days in the week.
Complete lack of concentration. Crookshank, make a note. Take your left hand, touch it to your right ear, and take your right ear and touch it to your left nose. Nerve damage! Take another note. How much is 3 times 5?
You asked me that before. You can find it right down there at the bottom of your sheet.
I am conducting this evaluation. How much is 3 times 5?
Same it was before, 15. Mr. Sawyer, you seem awfully nervous. Do you get enough sleep at home?
Well, to tell you the truth, I have been having these dreams. My personal habits are of no concern of yours.
It's just I hate to see anyone so tied up in all their...
How many fingers am I holding up?
3. Mr. Sawyer, you bite your nails. Are you happy at home?
This examination is over.
Really? Thank you.
And you must know I've been happily married for 14 years. If my wife calls, tell her I'm not in. Take this down. After careful examination, it is my considered opinion that Mr. Kringle should be terminated immediately. He shows maniacal tendencies and must be committed as soon as possible.
Now wait just a minute, Mr. Sawyer.
that's not fair.
What?
Well, he gave all the right answers.
You dare contradict me?
You didn't even give him the complete examination. You never do. You're always getting people fired just because you don't like them.
That's right. You're fired.
That's wrong. I quit.
Mr. Sawyer, if you dismiss that girl, I'll make sure that Mrs. Macy finds out just what a contemptible, malicious fraud you are.
Mrs. Macy's gone to Albany. You won't have a chance to tell her anything.
I'm
I'll see to
warning
that.
you, get that girl back in here and apologize to her.
Get out before I have you thrown out!
There is only one way to handle a man like you.
Don't strike me again, Mr. Kringle! No! Don't strike me again! Villain! Fucking scoundrel!
Mr. Kringle, are you here, Mr. Kringle?
Susan? What are you doing down here this time of night?
Mrs. Bugler brought me down. I wanted to come to your...
To my what?
I'm not supposed to tell you.
Susan? Susan? I I was told to come down here to attend some kind of meeting, but nobody will tell me anything about it. Why all the mystery?
Why is he making all that noise?
Well, he's probably trying to tell you something.
Mr. Kringle, hobby horses don't talk.
Well, they do if you want them to. Have you ever heard of the imagination?
What's that mean?
Well, you've heard of the English nation. You've heard of the French nation. This is the imagination.
I'm not supposed to believe anything I can't see, smell, taste, or touch.
Oh,
Where is this imagination?
anywhere you want it to be.
Who's there?
Anyone you want.
Oh, now, Mr. Kringle.
Oh, now, Miss Walker. Expect things to happen like the people in the fairy tales do. You never can tell when your favorite fairy tale might turn out to be true, just for you. So don't you dare to ever underestimate the power of a wish. A wish means hope. You let your face tell you every day how necessary soap is. Let your heart tell you how necessary hope is. And don't be a pessimist, never let the schlumps hang around.
What's a slump?
A schlump is a grumpy old cod with his feet on the clouds and his head in the ground, upside down. Why don't you open up like astronomers and scientists always do? You never can tell when a fairy tale might come true. Mrs. Macy, what kind of meeting is this?
Oh, it's not a meeting at all. It's a surprise party for you.
Me?
Yes. Governor, may I introduce the man of the hour, Chris Here's Love Kringle.
Congratulations, Mr. Kringle.
Chris, we're here to witness you signing a lifetime contract with Macy's.
A lifetime contract? Oh, Mrs. Macy, that's a little bit much, even for Macy's. Would you settle for a handshake?
Sure. Oh, and now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the remarkable young woman who recognized the importance of the Here's Love idea, our own Doris Walker.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Macy. Thank you, Chris.
And Mrs. Walker, would you kindly introduce your guest? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Of course, Mrs. Macy, meet Mr. Gimble.
Oh! Oh, Mr. Gimble, it's been quite a long time.
Why, yes. 30 years or so, hasn't it, since I've been across the street?
I know, my
I
goodness.
just wanted to drop on by and let you all in on a little slogan I'm thinking of trying out.
Oh,
Care to hear it?
sure.
Gimbals. If we don't have it, try Macy's.
How?
Mrs. Walker, I want to congratulate you and this marvelous Mr. Kringle. You made history. We're appreciative.
Thank you, Governor.
Coming, Mrs. Macy?
Oh, absolutely, Governor.
Just a moment. How about we pop across the street for a photo over at my store?
Congratulations, Mr. Kringle.
What, Susan Walker, what are you doing down here?
I would have come to Mr. Kringle's surprise party.
Thank you, Susan.
Mrs. Bueller brought me down.
Is there a fellow here who says he's Santa Claus alias Chris Kringle?
I'm Chris Kringle.
I have a complaint requiring your presence for an examination over at Bellevue, sworn up by Mr. Bartholomew Sawyer. I'm afraid you had to come along with me.
Whatever Mr. Bartholomew Sawyer says, Miss Walker can vouch for me.
I don't know anything about this.
Well, he claims that he was attacked by this gentleman in a maniacal frenzy when he refused to believe that he was Santa Claus.
Well, that's ridiculous. Mr. Kringle doesn't need to say he's actually Santa Claus.
Of course I do.
Chris, you don't have to keep pretending for Susan's benefit.
I am not pretending.
Just tell him you're not Santa Claus and there'll be no trouble. Why are you crying?
This is all your fault. Telling him he's not really Santa Claus. Well, his beard is real and he is too.
Susan, there are 6,000 men in New York City with real beards. That doesn't mean they're all Santa Claus.
And he spoke Dutch to a little girl.
Well, I speak French. That doesn't make me Joan of Arc.
You don't believe in him because you don't believe in anybody. You're a dame.
Susie! Susan!
Pardon me, I'm Fred Taylor. I'm here to see Judge Group.
Have a seat.
Sure. Say, I'm here to talk about Mr. Kringle, about his commitment.
Are you his lawyer?
No, he doesn't have a lawyer.
I'm in so much one better get you one.
Well, Mr. Kringle doesn't want representation, which makes it a little bit difficult, huh?
If you'll excuse me, I need to get these to the law recorder's office.
Sure. Oh. Harvard Law School, 1924. Hey, that's all.
I'm sorry, young lady, but you'll have to make an appointment.
Judge, please.
You'll have to see my secretary.
Oh, this has all been a terrible misunderstanding.
Just a one moment. Do you think he's sane?
I do.
But he thinks he's Santa Claus. Does that mean you think he's Santa Claus?
It means I think he's entitled to his day in court, and I have a legal right to protest this action.
Mrs. Mara, you're the district attorney. I thought you said this was a routine commitment.
I knew nothing of this protest.
Where's the gentleman's counsel?
No lawyer in town will take his case.
I'm not surprised. What about legal aid?
Not even E.G. Marshall would touch this one.
Neither would I. Try to get me on a bench to defend a man who thinks he's Santa Claus. Would you hand me my robe?
Martina, don't get mixed up in this.
She's right, Judge. Just sign the paper.
Judge, please. Now, just what is your interest in this case?
Well, I employed Mr. Kringle to play Santa Claus for R.H. Macy and Company.
I see. Mrs. Walker, Mr. Kringle was given a simple test at Bellevue. He was confined by virtue of having failed that simple test.
If he failed any mental test, he did it on purpose.
Why would he do that? And how do I know that he did? How could anybody know? I'm sorry, young lady. Would you please hand me my robe?
If you sign that, his lawyer will bring in a habeas corpus.
But he doesn't have a lawyer.
Yes, he has. That is,
He has? Why wasn't I told about this before? What's the name?
he'll be here for the hearing.
I'm sure he will. What's his name?
Well, he's new. You probably haven't heard of him. He hasn't really...
Mrs. Walker, are you hard of hearing? What's the man's name?
Fred Gailey, but,
But what? Has he actually been retained?
he will be, Your Honor.
In time for a hearing at 8:30 tomorrow morning?
Yes, ma'am, he'll be here.
right. Clara, get me one Frederick Daly, attorney at law, on behalf of his client Doris Walker. Reference sanity hearing, one Chris Pringle, my courtroom, 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. What's the number?
Oh, it's a new number. I don't have it, but I'll meet with him later this evening, Judge, and I will notify him.
Never mind, Clara. All right, we'll have a hearing, but he better show up in the morning, and his name had better be Gailey, or he'll be held in contempt, and you right along with him. Goodbye, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, thank you, Judge Group. Goodbye, ladies.
See you in court, Judge.
Jenny, wait. Martina, you don't look so good.
Me? Nonsense. Never felt better.
You should take a few weeks off. Go shopping, go anywhere. You need a change of scene.
What are you getting at, Tammany?
You know, I don't know the difference between a habeas and a corpus, but I do know politics. And this Kringle case, it's dynamite.
Out of the question, Finver.
But Martina...
Don't worry about it. A judgeship is no bed of roses under any circumstances. As Casey Stengel, the baseball player, always says, you don't know what problems are till you sit on the bench. Don't worry about it.
But Martina...
Hand me my robe.
Captain Gailey, I'm taking you home. What's so special about that, Fred? We got a lady caller tonight.
Good news, Mr. Kringle. Dr. Brooks has arranged for a temporary release. He's waiting downstairs.
Thank you, but tell Dr. Brooks not to wait. I'm not going anywhere.
But Mr. Kringle... Well, I'll just leave this stuff here for you anyway, then. Mr. Kringle!
Susan?
Mr. Kringle!
Susan, where's your mother?
At the store, I suppose. Mrs. Beeler brought me down.
Your mother's not going to like that.
Why should you care what Doris likes?
Don't you ever call her anything other than Doris?
Like mom or something?
I mean like mom or something. You know, what happened that day at her store wasn't her fault. It was mine. I just gave up, that's all, and now I haven't any faith in myself. Well, that's why I...
Flunked the test on purpose when they brought you here?
How did you know I flunked that test on purpose?
Uncle Fred told me. Remember that day at the store when you asked me what I wanted for Christmas?
Of course I do.
Well, I come here to tell you.
Why tell me? Susan, with faith you're somebody, but without it you're nobody. I'm nobody.
I came all this way and you were going to listen. I own a farmhouse with a swing in the back and a cat, like in a snapshot.
You want a dollhouse like that?
No, I own a real house like this, in the country with a swing in the back and a cat.
You children are always asking for such incredible things. Real elephants, real locomotives.
Why do you just say you can't get it?
Susie.
I never should have asked you.
No, Susan.
I guess pushing past the alligators is all you know how to do.
How dare you? Do you know who you're talking to?
Of course I do. That's just it. Now, what about my Christmas present?
I'll try.
Can you or can't you?
Well, I can. I can. Yes, I can.
There'll be morning songs
And evening time songs and grace at every table. Jingle bells will jingle all the way all day. Pine cones and holly berries, popcorn for you, apples for me, red striped candy, nutcracker handy, kettle of bubble and holiday tea, snow clouds hang low waiting for Christmas Day. Snow clouds hang low and threatening, maybe it won't, praying it may. The brightest fireplace glows in every face, waiting for Christmas Day. Waiting for Christmas.
Someday I'll see what you got. What do you got? Pair of deuces?
Nah. Hate to admit it, but I shoot and start straight. I feel it.
Ah!
You giants got 5 minutes to clear the deck, huh? Hey, high card for a buck, anybody?
Nah. You and your inside straights.
So what does this thing do anyway?
Oh no, she didn't say.
She didn't say. Well, the later the better. So this lady's,
A high-class dame.
Point of order here, Cap. If she's so high class, 8 to 5, she don't show at all.
Nah, she'll show. In fact, I'll tell you what. Give me 2 to 1. I can bet the exact time she's gonna ring that doorbell over there. Huh?
what, you know something we don't?
I know she gets off work at 9 p.m., huh?
Wait a minute. Where's she live?
Right next door.
And she's not here yet? I'll take a 5 in that.
Me too.
I got 10.
When are you jarheads gonna learn that I know dames?
All right, big man. Name the time.
She'll be here in 4 minutes.
Midnight?
Yes, sir. Straight up, sir. 2,400 hours.
What is taking her so long?
Sergeant, you gotta be kidding.
You tell me.
She closed the store at 9 p.m., arrived home 9:15, dressed and left at 10:30.
Then where is she?
Where is she, Sergeant?
Yeah. Where is she, Fred? After all, that was an hour and a half ago.
I know.
But she lives next door.
I know that too.
Takes an hour and a half to go 10 feet.
She forgot her gloves.
She forgot her gloves.
All women forget their gloves. She had to go back. She had to go back to get them, leaving us to join the ranks of aging men. Why, a guy could raise a goat and cure the hide and cut and stitch up every 4 days home, find her gloves and start out again. I'm telling ya, she had to go back. She had to go back to get them, leaving. Holy moly. They just don't build furniture the way they used to. You alright, kids?
That's the last show.
Well, where are we, Captain?
We gotta go back. We gotta go back together.
Oh boy, she forgot something. Her
Go
gloves.
down the hall again. Leaving for a dab of perfume.
Joy.
What?
No, I think I'll finish. No, I'll finish. No, I think
Sorry.
Joy. And once she's there, how long would it take? She's just the hall floor, that's the middle of the door, the back of the door.
15 minutes?
You got it. She had to go back. She had to go back to get him, leaving us to try. Let's start over, huh? My last show, folks. The props are falling apart. Everything's going to grapple. Help me out, boys.
She had to go back.
She had no match together, leaving us to join the ranks of aging men. Why?
Jim could go back and make a pair of gloves out of some goats, right?
What?
She had to go back up in the elevator, once more at her door.
She opens up her purse and once again she reaches in to find her key.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15 minutes later, she finds key and just picks up gloves. Catches a glance at the reflection. Should she have worn a hat? Tell you what, boys, ships ahoy. She'll have to check this one out.
You don't mean down the hall again?
Yep.
The mirror at the back of the door of the toy con?
Well, but once again, she's underway. Boys, the time's the job.
Oh, Mr. Gailey, take a bow.
I deserve it. She's coming up the stairs, boys, right to our front door. Got a finger on our doorbell, a fuzzy little doorbell, and she's ringing it right about now.
Thank God.
Boy, thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Buy yourself a new chair, why don't you?
Very nice.
Hell, my whole new dinette set.
I'm gonna get this person purchased. It's all right, fellas. Ain't that something?
Would you please buy box of Girl Scout cookies? But you pass the last box before midnight. Let's get our quota.
Oh, I think that's the least thing these fellas could use right now, but peanut butter kind of hope,
You
huh?
would be so lucky.
Thank you. Okay.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Really?
I'll take these.
Boy, I hope he's not back to mess up any more of my stuff, huh? Mrs. Walker. So nice to see you. Let me take your jacket, huh?
Oh, thank you. I know it's a frightful imposition at this hour.
Not at all. I was expecting you, huh? But you shouldn't come all the way over here. Not this time when I'm all alone. When,
I live right next door.
when you live right next door. Joy?
Beg your pardon?
Not at all. You know, so I filled an inside street tonight. It was beautiful.
It was. First of all, Mr. Gailey, I would like to apologize
Absolutely not necessary.
for coming over here so late.
Oh,
Believe me, I wouldn't have if there were any other lawyers around.
any other lawyer in town that would take Mr. Kringle's case, huh?
That's right. The judge in this case,
Judge Martina Group.
as it happens, Judge Group is involved. How do you know all this?
Well, you know, I was hiding behind the door this morning while you were at the courthouse. In fact, it reminds me of that joke. I was behind the door when they passed the brains out. So, Mr. Kringle finally got under your skin, did he?
Are you going to defend him?
Well, now that he's got a hearing, I will, huh?
You could have phoned me at the store and told me.
Last time I talked to you, you invited me out of your life. Do you remember? And besides,
Oh, besides, it was more fun just sitting there in your catbird seat, just waiting, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. At least this one stayed together. So, old man finally got under your skin, huh? You know what, Doris? You're a square.
Only squares use that word nowadays, Captain. Now, I'm not going to lose my temper like the last time, so if you'll excuse me.
You know something? You argued that case just like Clarence Darrow. You really are a square-heart. And the longer it takes you to admit it, that makes you a fake.
Well, I'd rather be a fake square than a genuine cornball.
You know what your problem is, Doris? You don't know what you are. And you're gonna wind up paying one of them couch doctors $25 an hour just to find out.
Well, you know what? It would be worth it if you told me I was permanently allergic to you.
You know what? Save your money. I'll tell you what you are for nothing.
Don't bother.
You're a pink tissue paper little dame who let an old man with real whiskers get under your skin.
And you're an overgrown cadet, grinning along through life like a B-movie version of a bachelor astronaut in a block full of sorority houses.
Oh yeah? Well, you're just a dumb little dame who thinks she's the only one who married a heel instead of Prince Charming. Conclusion? No man's ever gonna be good enough for you or your daughter. But you wanna know something, Doris? You and me, we're already in love. And it's driving you crazy. Because we got nothing in common. Not yet, at least. But I'm sure we can find something. Hey! I wasn't making a pass. Exactly. And besides, you started it.
Well, I just finished it, Charlie.
Fred!
Jenny, how long do you think this morning will take?
Oh, 10 minutes? 5 maybe even. It's an open and shut case. We'll be decorating our Christmas tree this year. You better bet, you can bet on that.
Oh, Mrs. Macy, may I speak to you for a moment?
Oh, yes, your Hammer. What
Do you
is
remember
it?
my jingle idea?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, it didn't work too well with the plastic alligators, but I'd like to try out another item.
What item?
Plastic alligator skin pocketbook.
Oh,
Remember, you can say anything if you sing it. This pocketbook is plastic, but you cannot wear it out. You can close it, or open it, or throw it on the floor. Watch it crawl right back.
shut up, Hammer! I have never made a citizen's arrest. But give me time.
How long do you think this will take, Fred?
I don't know, but the longer it takes, the better, huh?
What's your plan?
Plan? I don't know, plan. I might ask for a postponement first chance I get, huh?
Well, I'm not worried. I got my faith back, and I couldn't ask for a finer attorney.
What'd you say?
I said I couldn't ask for a finer attorney.
Yeah, attorney. In the New York State Supreme Court. Ain't that something? Huh.
Boy, I bet you've been here many times before.
Actually, Mr. Kringle, this is my first case. Anywhere.
Wait, what?
All rise. Trial term part 3, Justice Group presiding. All those who have business with this court come near and ye shall be heard.
Is the respondent's counsel present?
I'm here, Your Honor.
The commitment papers are before you, Judge Ruth, and if it pleases the court, I'd like to call my
I confidently predict is my only required witness.
Proceed, Mrs. Mara.
Mr. Crinkle, will you please take the stand?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Before you begin, Mrs. Mara, I'd like to explain to the witness that this is a hearing and not a trial. You do not have to answer any questions against your wishes or even testify at all.
Oh, I'll answer every question I'm able to, Your Honor.
What is your name?
Chris Kringle.
And where do you live?
Well, I believe that's what this hearing will decide.
A very sound answer, Mr. Kringle.
Do you believe that you are Santa Claus?
Of course.
The state rests, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Gailey, do you wish to cross-examine the witness? I believe he was employed to play Santa Claus. Perhaps he did not understand the question.
Oh, I understood the question perfectly, Your Honor.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, I dare say, Mr. Gailey, you haven't had too much time to acquaint yourself with your client's opinions. Perhaps a postponement might be in order.
Yeah, no, why would I want to postpone? I'm perfectly aware of my client's opinions. I mean, all those tests, reports, they all boil down to one thing, that Mr. Kringle is not sane because he believes himself to be Santa Claus.
An entirely logical assumption, I'm afraid.
Well, it would be, Your Honor, say if the clerk here, or the DA, or myself believed ourselves to be Santa Claus.
Anyone who thinks they are Santa Claus is crazy.
Not at all, Your Honor. Now, you believe yourself to be Judge Group, do you not? I mean, nobody questions your sanity because you are Judge Group, huh?
Mr. Kringle is the subject of this hearing.
Yes, he is, Your Honor, and I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is the one and only Santa Claus.
Order.
I call as my first witness, Mrs. R.H. Macy.
Miss R.H. Macy, take the stand.
Mrs.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your name, ma'am?
Mrs. R.H. Macy.
Owner of one of the largest department stores in all of New York City?
The largest.
Now, Mrs. Macy, if you recognize the man seated over here, would you kindly tell us who he is?
Oh, that's Chris Kringle. Hi.
Your employee, is he not?
Yes.
Now, Mrs. Macy, do you find him to be truthful?
Oh, I do, yes.
And do you find him to be of sound mind?
Of course.
Mrs. Macy, you are under oath. Do you really believe that this man is Santa Claus?
Well, he gives every indication of
Please
being
answer yes or no.
Mrs. D.A., I am definitely
All I
under
would
the
like is a yes or no answer.
Just answer the question, Mrs. Macy.
Could you rephrase the question? Sure, Hammer.
Order here.
What?
Order.
Oh, Your Honor. That man over there is Santa Claus. I know. I can tell from the twinkle of the bridge of his nose, the wink of his eye, the twinkle of his toes, and the joy where he goes. That man is he.
Now, there are 1,000 other Santa Clauses all
That is all, Yana.
You may step down, madam.
Merry Christmas. You're fired.
Your Honor, I object to this testimony. It is ridiculous and irrelevant.
Sustained.
Mr. Gailey is making a circus of this court. There's no such person as Santa Claus, and everybody knows it.
Your Honor, I submit this is purely a matter of opinion. Does the DA have any evidence to offer that Santa Claus is not real?
No, and I do not intend to, because this is not a nursery. It's the New York State Supreme Court. And I will not waste any more of this court's time with such nonsense.
I object, Your Honor. The DA seems to have appointed herself the judge in this case. Now she's trying to tell me what testimony I may introduce, huh?
Your Honor,
Overruled.
I demand an immediate ruling. Is there or is there not a Santa Claus?
I'm surprised you didn't get to that sooner, Mrs. Mara. Mr. Gailey, I do think, as I was saying, I think that this court will recess to consider this matter further. We'll reconvene Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Shellhammer. Tammany, come here, we've got to talk.
Judge Brew? It'll break Mr. Kringle's heart if you hand out a ruling that there isn't any Santa Claus.
Well, I'm certainly not going to hand out a ruling that there is a Santa Claus.
Well, I understand that.
And I certainly am going to hand down a ruling.
Mr. Kringle might have a few delusions, but he only wants to be kind and friendly, and you should respect him for that, not punish him for it.
I respect the Constitution of the United States, and I'm sworn to uphold it by appropriate jurisprudence.
Judge, you need to get off this case and let somebody else who's not up for re-election take it on.
Out of the question, Finford.
Couldn't you just equivocate a little, Judge, when the hearing resumes?
Not if equivocate means what I think you think it means.
Oh, I understand. Ladies, Shellhammer, we are in the presence of a great human being. I feel humbled.
Very, very humble.
Very, very humble indeed, indeed.
Mrs. Finford, do you know of any other judge who would risk his or her career on something like this?
No.
No. My career? Now, wait a minute.
Maybe Albert Schweitzer.
Possibly Lincoln.
Oh, yes, Lincoln, the rail splitter, the great commoner.
The great commoner was William Pitt.
Yeah, but he was from Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah, and Abraham Lincoln was from Illinois, just like the judge here. I'd wager, right, Judge?
No, I'm from Kansas.
Oh,
Kansas?
Oh, the Pioneer State, That's where you get your courage from. Did Custer flinch at the little battle of the Bighorn?
It was the big battle of the Little Horn.
It was the big battle of the Little Brittle.
It wasn't even in Kansas, that was in Montana.
Exactly my point, Mrs. Walker. If it had been Kansas, Custer wouldn't have won. And you're not going to lose this battle either, Judge. No matter what it does to your political future.
My political future? Now, wait a minute.
Oh, if Judge Group has to disappoint and break the hearts of all the children in America, she'll do it. No, Virginia, there is no Santa Claus. Oh, and all the children throughout the world, if this judge feels compelled to rule there's no Santa Claus, she'll do it and she'll die like Custer with her boots on. Politically speaking, of course.
Politically speaking, now just a minute here.
Hey, Fred, did you see our picture?
That's one for you, Mr. Kringle.
For me? Oh, look, Fred. It's a Christmas card, and it's addressed to me right here at the courthouse. I bet you were glad to find me for once.
Sure was. Would have come quicker if only they'd used your zip code.
My zip code?
Sure, 99701. I seem addressed to North Pole, South Pole, Iceland. That mail clock's up to once every December. Now I can deliver it all right over here to you.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll probably get to it all next week.
Oh, look, it's a Christmas card from Susan. No, it's a birthday card, and it's in the shape of a pocketbook. From one old bag to another, it says.
Hey! Couldn't all that sentimental be delivered today?
It's the day before Christmas, mister. We haven't got the manpower.
Hey, maybe I can hire some boys off the street, huh?
You're crazy. You got to be government employed to deliver the U.S. mail.
You won't be long now, will you, Mr. Gannon?
No. I just gotta make a quick phone call. Excuse me.
You along, Ben. Hello, Doris.
Hi, Chris. You know, I've been trying to get up my courage for days just to tell you how sorry I am about that day at the store.
Oh, no.
No, when you turned to me, my answer should have been, I know Mr. Kringle to be a remarkable gentleman who's good for us all. Anything else is beside the point.
Oh, you do have some faith in me after all.
Now, don't misunderstand me. Faith has nothing to do with it.
You may change your mind when Susan gets her Christmas present.
Oh, she told me, what was it now? Something about a farmhouse with a swing and a cow. Quite depressing.
It would be a little hard to wrap. Would you mind picking it up for her later tonight?
Pick it up. Where?
You know, the special living room scene at your store where those old-fashioned charming stockings are hung?
Mr. Kringle, can you really see me hunting around a department store for a farmhouse with a swing and a cow under the pillows and behind the couch like I'm looking for Easter eggs?
It would indicate quite a little faith, wouldn't it?
Yes, and absolutely no common sense whatsoever.
That's right. Faith is believing in something even when your common sense tells you not to.
If you get out of this mess, that will be present enough for Susan, I assure you.
You know, Doris, I believe that Fred Gailey behaved a lot like a schoolboy just now. It's the strangest thing. Every time I mention your name, he changes the subject.
Why would you mention my name to him?
Well, I'm just trying to get you what you want for Christmas.
Mr. Kringle, Mr. Gailey and I have absolutely nothing in common.
Oh?
He's like day, and I'm like night. He's like sober, and I'm tight. He's water, and I'm oil. What's an inside straight? Well, he drew one the other night and acted like he painted the Mona Lisa. But he's got a way with Susie I can't seem to fight. I'm always wrong, and he's always right. You know, he told her that hurricanes are the happy vibrations of the rainbow factory. In my own home, I'm the safety pin and he's the spangle. He's the curve and I'm the angle. He's the nerve and I'm the jangle. He's for Sunday school and I'm for stars. He's for pictures and I'm for art. He likes old songs like Rodgers and Hart. And he claims that no one else in history has what he calls the Carmen Lombardo vibrato. He's for old and I'm for new. Cliche Charlie, all true blue, do everything like the others do. Well, I hate old-fashioned ice cream parlors and the dome car into Salt Lake and just married signs and band music across the water, pussy willows in the spring, those buggy rides in Central Park. Him for my Christmas present? Oh, Mr. Kringle, how wrong could you be? Certainly when he kissed me that time, the one and only time. Actually, you know, it was more like an insult. It was an insult. He was grinning and everything. But then we were kissing, like it was the last kiss on earth. Mr. Kringle, I didn't want this. I didn't want this at all.
All rise. The court will now reconvene. Judge Group presiding.
Where's the respondents' counsel? Before making a ruling, where's Mr. Gailey?
I'm here, Your Honor. All right.
Before making a ruling, this court has consulted the highest authority available. The question of Santa Claus seems largely to be a matter of opinion. Many people firmly believe in him. Others do not. The tradition of American justice demands a broad and unprejudiced view of such a controversial matter. This court, therefore, intends to keep an open mind. We shall hear evidence on either side.
Your Honor, the burden of proof for this ridiculous contention clearly rests with my opponent. Does he have any evidence to support his claims?
Well, Mr. Gailey?
If Your Honor, please, I can. I'd like to call Miss Genevieve Morrow to the stand.
Who, me?
No. I'm sorry, Miss Jenna Morrow.
Oh.
Miss Jenna Morrow, take the stand.
Hi, Mommy.
Now, Jenna, you know the difference between lying and telling the truth, don't you?
Gosh, everybody knows you shouldn't tell a lie, especially in court.
Now, Jenna, do you believe in Santa Claus?
Sure I do. He gave me a brand new flexible flyer sled last year.
Now, Jenna, what does Santa Claus look like?
There he is, sitting right there.
Your Honor, I protest. Oh.
Now, Jenna, why are you so sure this is Santa Claus?
Because my mommy told me so.
Now, Jenna, you believe your mother to be an honest woman, don't you? I mean, she would never tell you a lie, right? I mean,
kid, my mommy wouldn't tell me anything that wasn't so. Now would you, Mommy?
Thank you, Jenna.
Your Honor,
Don't forget a real official, Shirley Templeton.
You shall have it, my love.
Your Honor, the state of New York concedes the existence of Santa Claus. But in so conceding, we ask that Mr. Gailey cease giving personal opinion as evidence. For the state could bring in hundreds of witnesses of the opposite opinion, but it's our desire to shorten this hearing rather than prolong it. So I just ask that Mr. Gailey provide authoritative proof that Mr. Kringle is the one and only Santa Claus.
Well, Mr. Daly, do you have anything more to offer?
Actually, at this time, I'd like to ask for a recess, if I may.
I'm afraid not.
Your Honor, it's obvious that Mr. Gailey has not one shred of authoritative proof, and since it's Christmas Eve and we're all anxious to get home for supper, we just ask that you go ahead and sign the commitment papers without further delay.
Yeah, I'd like to continue. My case is not complete yet.
For instance?
For instance, Post Office Department, for which we all know, is an official agency of the United States government, for which we all know. The Post Office Department was created on July 27, 1776 by the Second Continental Congress. The first Postmaster General was Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Under the current Postmaster General, the United States Post Office has done over $3.5 billion
Your
worth of...
Honor, I'm sure we're all very gratified to know that the Post Office Department's doing so nicely. But that has no bearing on this case.
Actually, Your Honor, it has a great deal of bearing on this case, if I may be allowed to proceed. Please.
By all means, Mr. Daly.
Thank you, Your Honor. The figures for which I have quoted indicate an officially run organization. Furthermore, the U.S. Postal Service laws and regulation, for which I have in front of me, make it a criminal offense to willfully misdirect mail or intentionally deliver to the wrong party. Consequently, the department uses every precaution to...
Your Honor, the state of New York is second to none in its admiration of the Post Office Department. It is efficient, it is authoritative. We are happy to concede this.
For the record?
Of course, for the record. Anything to get on with this case.
Then, Your Honor, I wish to introduce this piece of evidence. I have here a letter simply addressed to Santa Claus, care of Chris Kringle, courtesy New York City Courthouse. I offer this as positive proof. Pardon me, Your Honor.
One letter, Your Honor, sent here because of the publicity this case has received. It's hardly positive proof.
If Your Honor would bear with me, I do have more letters.
We'd like to see them, I'm sure.
Indeed, bring them in, put them up here.
Your Honor, I hesitate,
Just bring them in and put them up here on my bench.
Yes, ma'am. Detail! Attention! Forward! March!
From Tiffany to Santa Claus North Pole, dear Santa, not guaranteeing that they've been, trying, or promised to be good. But please bring me a sleigh of horses, 40 kittens, and good nail polish.
No. Your parents will thank him. Trust me. That's funny. Your Honor, every one of these letters is simply addressed Santa Claus. They have been delivered to the courthouse, to this defendant, by a bona fide employee of the United States Postal Service with the help of the United States Marine Corps. Simplified. Therefore, the United States government officially recognizes this man to be the one and only Santa Claus.
Since the United States of America believes this man to be Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
Take me again, take every hour of every day, and spend each moment showing me the way, please, into his heart. Love, come. Start me again. I play that same old role, complete with tears. Haven't I practiced heartache every day for years? Please give me the part. It's been a lifetime since I was brave enough to let my heart choose. Cloud shy, I dreaded my fall. And now, am I to take my chances and to love him and lose, rather than never to love him at all? Watch me climb, watch me stumble, watch me crawl. Come, take me again, break me again if you can, but only in the arms of this one wonderful man.
Hey, who's in here? Who's in here so late?
Oh,
Miss Walker.
good
Are
evening.
you?
Good evening, Mr. Thompson.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm looking for a farmhouse with a swing in the back and a cow.
That's fine. You have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Thompson, that's what I was looking for. Never mind. Merry Christmas, Mr. Thompson.
Gailey, no, we do have something in common after all. We both believe in Santa Claus. Oh, Fred.
Charlie.
Ha ha ha.